right? Now, I'm saying this because work is the key word. Okay, some small businesses have the time for this extra work, you know, and don't feel a need to go for outside help for SEO. And if you have that kind of skill set within your organization, that's amazing. That is unique. But the reality is that SEO is complicated, and to do SEO properly and well, it's most people don't have that knowledge and that expertise or the time to do it on their own. And that's why I really want to just extend myself to you to really go over this with you. Our organization, our firm actually will give you a free SEO audit. We also will give you a free full digital marketing audit as well, with a digital plan that you can run with, that you can level up with. Okay. And so if you're interested, please go ahead and contact me, drop a line below, send me your email, and I'll be right there with you. Now, how does SEO get you on first page, right? This is kind of information that you want to know. Now the one question, there's two questions I like to ask. Okay. And you want to make sure that you really think about where you lie in this. Number one, does Google think that your site is even relevant? How? Do you have relevant content? Do you have consistently new content on your page? Do you have the right H1 tags that let Google know what each page is about? Do you have it optimized? How's your technical SEO? How's your structural website? How is your on page? And are there any backlinks linking back to your website that say, hey, this is trustworthy? Does Google trust your site? Right? These are things that determine whether or not you will find yourself on first page of Google. Now, relevance. So relevance equals on-site SEO. Okay. Now, actually, I'm going to take it back before we go there. And I'm going to say that Google is the most important. This is important for you. That Google is the most important visitor that your site will ever have. Okay. If Google doesn't like your site, okay, they don't like your site or can't even find your site, because maybe either your web developer that initially did your website onboarded you without a proper sitemap sent to Google, without the proper work done on your website, then you will never get to page one on the search results, and you will have a very hard time getting organic traffic to your site. Okay, with SEO, you can make sure that Google puts your results or puts your site high in the ranking for the specific keywords that you desire. Now, the keywords, finding the right keywords is very important. So you want to make sure you have someone who's a keyword specialist, an SEO specialist that will find the right keywords that will help you rank. There are two major factors that Google looks at when trying to decide who the best answer is for a search, for example. Now, that relies on two factors, and that would be relevance and trust. Okay. Now we're going to just kind of talk about that in a minute. Relevance has everything to do with your website. Okay. Things like correct code, having your website coded properly. That's a long conversation, but I'll keep it simple on that. Just having your website coded properly on the back end and the right content on the site itself is very important, because relevance equals on-site SEO. Trust is another one. Trust is measured by the number of other websites that talk about your website and link back to your website. We call those backlinks. Okay. The more websites that talk about you and link back to your website, the more trust you become, the more trusted you become. So trust equals offsite. So having, let's say, for example, you have a bunch of .edus or .orgs, organizations or big websites or media companies that are raving about your company and linking back to your website. That will tell Google that you are trustworthy, that you are relevant, and that will help you rank higher in the search. Make sense? Now, and when you rank higher in the search, guess what? You get more traffic, you get more customers, more conversions, more money. Okay. If Google doesn't consider your site relevant, or if it doesn't trust your site, then you won't show up where you need to. All right. Relevance is, of course, the on-site portion of SEO. Most small business owners think that their website is effective because it looks good. oh, my website's so pretty, it's so beautiful. But guess what? But it's important to understand how Google views your website. Google looks at the website's code, okay? The code, the backlinks, all of these other things, the content. It doesn't care how pretty the site looks. If the code isn't optimized and properly done, then Google will either keep you off the first page and have you somewhere on 8th, 10th, 100th page, or maybe not even see you at all. Another new factor that a lot of sites overlook is mobile devices. Okay, so mobile is so important. Most people, they search on mobile now. So if your site isn't mobile friendly, excuse me, then Google will move you down in the search ranking. Okay, so it's critical that you have relevant content on your site that integrates the keywords local buyers are searching for. Very important. The speed of your site is important too. Like Google checks to see how quickly your site loads when considering who to rank first. So if you have a slow ranking speed, or there's different, I can do a check for you. So if you need a check on your mobile and your desktop, I can go ahead and do that for you. But there's different levels of speed that they look at. And if you rank low, it's not going to be for your benefit. Okay, posting great content regularly is also very important. And one of our content strategies that we work with clients is one of the best things you can do is to get ranked by Google, is to keep that potential customer interested in your business. Okay, so blogging regularly gives fresh new content to your site every single month, which means to Google that you are relevant, that you are doing something. Okay, and when you optimize the keywords, you're now optimizing yourself even more in more keywords to pull organic traffic to your site. Now, our SEO team manages all of the on-site items, off-site backlinks to help Google see that you are relevant to local buyers, to help you bring that organic traffic in.